Hi, my name is Alan Foster. I'm based out of London in the UK. I'm a partner there and I co-lead our private equity practice. Many of our clients are private equity investors, and when they come in and invest in a new company, what they're really doing is backing the management team to deliver on what's often quite an ambitious value creation plan. And so they're going to need to say, do we have the right people in the right roles? Are we aligned with these people? Are we backing this chief executive to scale and to grow this team and deliver over time? And what do we need to know about these people we've just got married to? When you think about the spectrum of private equity investors, from angel investors through VC, growth capital, mid-market, upper mid-market to the larger buyout funds, our roots were more in the VC growth equity, and over time we've gradually moved towards some of the larger investors. So today in North America, in Europe and in Asia, we work with the majority of the well-known buyout funds and private equity investors. When I think about a management team effectiveness project, there are sort of three large parts of the project. The first is getting clear with the investors, what is the value creation plan and how do we translate that into what we call the scorecard. So that is what the CEO and the management team are going to be held accountable for and what are the major outcomes they're going to need to deliver on. The second part is going in and collecting the data. So we will sit down and assess and interview and really get to understand this management team, their past, their present, what their aspirations are for the future. And then we'll do a lot of 360 data collection as well. And then third, our job is to then metabolize all of that information and try and say what is signal, what is noise, and what can we say about where is this team really well positioned to deliver and where are their gaps, and are those gaps that the team acknowledge? Does this mean they're going to need to hire new people, and how is this team going to need to evolve over the coming months and years? For a consultant working on a management team effectiveness project, I'd say a successful project is when you've had to figure out a new industry that you may not have worked in before. You've gone in and evaluated 2 or 3 of very senior leaders who by any way you measure them are pretty accomplished, and you've been able to tease out what are their strengths that they haven't been able to put their finger on themselves, and what are the 1 or 2 unlocks that if they work on, they're going to be able to be much more successful in their career, and you've managed to convey that in a way that they've listened to and they want to act on. When I think about what's tricky or different about working with our private equity clients, it's they have high standards and they want to move fast. And so my phone might ring on a Friday afternoon saying, we think we found the right CFO and we want to appoint them and put out an offer by this time next week. Can you get a team on the ground, often not in the city I'm in, and come up with a clear, distinctive point of view? And so there's high velocity to these projects. They have high expectations, and that forces us to be on our A game. And that's something which I thought I'd be intimidated by, but actually I really enjoy. So when you think about who our clients are, they are often whip smart, they're high achievers, and they're putting pressure on themselves to deliver and to be good investors. And they like to go toe-to-toe with consultants who can keep up. So when I think about the attributes that our consultants have, they've got to have the raw horsepower to be able to go toe-to-toe with the deal teams, but then people who are analytical and can think objectively about complicated people issues and organizational issues. And taken together, that's really what it needs to be effective.